people who posted their story on Reddit, and the person in said story found it. How did it go? Deleted. A few years ago I made a comment on a post about families on the day before Thanksgiving, where I mentioned that one of my cousins stabbed his mother to death. My son, whose screen name I didn't know, replied, "Tell them about the cousin who killed a prostitute." A stranger popped in and asked, "How many of your family are here?" To which my son replied, "I dunno, we'll find out tomorrow at Thanksgiving." Told a story about a guy I knew in high school that I hadn't spoken to in a few years. He saw it, reached out to me, we talked about how we were mutually attracted to each other in high school. He was broken up with his long-term girlfriend, so we hooked up once and then he went back to her toxic crap again. Oh well, I got to scratch that itch. He still has my copy of a book that a friend of mine put a handwritten note on the front page of, though I've offered to send him a new copy of his choosing and pay for shipping if he'll send it back, but he ghosted me. Maybe he'll see this post too and send me good omens. Not exactly a story, but I posted a picture of a cat from my college campus. Someone from the same college identified the cat. We met a week later and became really good friends. I was giving someone anonymous career advice on Reddit, and the corporate office of company that I worked DM'd me and basically told me to stop. They saw my post and basically internet stalked me until they figured out who I was. They said they knew my identity in their DM. It was a super 1984 moment for me. My sister posted about her abusive ex, and he saw it, but the thing is it wasn't trending, so the only way he could see it was if he went to her profile and found it. Then instead of sorting it out himself, he had his mother call her and ask her to stop embarrassing her poor boy. Vented about a friend, said friend had apparently been snooping my Reddit account. She has a long history of going through people's devices to snoop and find info. I hadn't given her my Reddit account. She decided based on that post to ghost me. I reached out a couple times, and then she blew up at me and said all kinds of awful things. But honestly, good riddance. She used to tell me about snooping on her husband and other people. That stuff always made me uncomfortable, but I tried to be supportive because we'd been friends for so long, and she always had some kind of justification. But she has always been surrounded by drama and conflict, and we had a falling out before. I should have known it would come around to me again. I once posted on /r/games about how I worked for a game company on a localization and how I wasn't paid fully. I went into great detail about what I exactly worked on and which company it was, smaller indie company. My post got taken down for some bullshit reason after a few hours, and coincidentally I was contacted by the company through Skype on the same day after not hearing from them for quite a while and got my full pay. I gave them information about my colleague, who also didn't get his full pay, and he got paid fully too. Which was good money for him, since he lives in Poland. I had the opposite situation happen. I saw a username that reminded me of an abusive ex from long in my past, and found out he'd posted about me in all of those unsent letters type venting subreddits for literally 7 years after I managed to get away from him. It messed me up for a few days. Not my post, but still a good story. I saw a trending post on some relationship sub about a guy whose stepfather was abusing his sister. I didn't give it much attention at the time. The story went on and on until the abuser got arrested or something, because some random guy called the cops on him or something. Weird story. Long story short, OP was my younger brother's internet friend from the other side of the world, and it was my brother who somehow managed to anonymously get the guy arrested. Can anything make you prouder than your siblings getting a Florida man arrested? I had another throwaway account where I posted stories about my MIL. One weekend when visiting her, she started repeating things almost verbatim from the comments and stories. I think it was just a power play to let me know she had found the stories. I played it cool, pretended I didn't recognize anything she was saying, and then promptly deleted the account, started a new one, and changed the easily guessable "if you know me" password on my phone. It didn't make her stop her shitty behavior. But now that she knows I'm onto her manipulation tactics, she tries to be sneakier about them and work harder to get my husband on her side. Asterisk shoulder shrug asterisk.